Good morning, afternoon, or night to anyone hearing this. I'm Riley, and welcome to your daily Lobotomy Corporation Abnormality Guide. Today, we will be discussing Classification Code F-04-83, name being Fairy Festival. It is a Zane level abnormality, with its ego being Wingby. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Fairy Festival comprises of a group of entities that all take the appearance of glowing humanoid fairies, both large and small. Each fairy has a humanoid appearance with aquamarine skin, bloated stomachs, and 2 pairs of arms. They each have 1 pair of legs, a tail, 2 pairs of insect-type wings, and a pair of pointy ears. The fairy that we have in the containment unit appear to be a larger fairy queen. The abnormality is similar to a fairy, having 2 pairs of wings and a small body. While they act as a cluster, they also use a language we cannot understand to communicate with one another. They also follow employees around sometimes when they enter the containment unit. They have this special ability to help heal employee injuries. Employees call this act the fairy's care. The fairies will protect any employee if they often act out of the goodness of their hearts and are lovers to nature. Then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you're under the fairies' care. What if the fairies don't approach you? Then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts entering the fairies' containment unit, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me, and only me, while they never went towards Emil. It is a sacred act to be protected by fairies in any world. However, do not enter their containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, you know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in a room of another abnormality, we noticed some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged, as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit Walter was found in was for an abnormality that used psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. We did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh and blood it was. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you, or that you've done many good deeds, is something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know this truth, we still sometimes become deluded, thinking that the fairies' care is happening because all good deeds were done, or that the fairies are favoring us because there's something that makes us more special than the other employees. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and their protection is their method to keep the meat fresh. When an employee enters another containment unit, they gobble them up in fear that they will lose their food to something else. However, the employees were greatly satisfied by the fairies' care, and we saw a drastic decrease in accident rates, so we deemed it unnecessary to tell the truth to the employees. We are now moving on to the ego set. As I said in the intro, this ego set is called Wingby. The weapon in this ego set is a Zayan level weapon that deals 5 to 7 red damage every 2 seconds with a short range. It is a mace type weapon. You can have a max of 5 of these, and it costs 15 unique PE boxes to own. Now we're moving on to the suit. This suit is also a Zayan level suit. The resistances are as follows: 0.8 times red multiplier, 0.8 times white multiplier, 1 times black multiplier, and 2 times pale multiplier. You can own a max of 5 of these, and it costs 20 unique PE boxes to create. The gift goes in the second hand slot and has an acquisition probability of 5%. And the effects it gives are success rate +2 and work speed +2. For Fairy Festival, there are 3 managerial guidelines. For Managerial Guideline 1, it says, when the work result was normal or good, small fairies appeared around the employee who worked on it. Managerial Guideline 2 says, the small fairies will heal the employee's HP over a limited amount of time. Managerial Guideline 3. If an employee under the fairy's care is assigned to a different containment unit before the fairies disappear, the fairies will immediately kill the employee and consume them. When working on Fairy Festival, they can produce a maximum of 10 EK boxes and deals 1 to 2 red damage every time a negative EK box is produced. For a good outcome, you need 6 or more positive EK boxes. For a normal work result, you need 3 to 5 EK boxes. And for a bad work result, you need 2 or less positive EK boxes. When working on Instinct, all numbers have a high chance at 70%. On Insight, 1 is common at a 50%, 2 is common at a 40%, and 3 to 5 are low at a 30%. For Attachment, 1 is a high at 70%, 2 is also a high at 60%, and 3 to 5 are common at 50%. For Repression, 1 is common at 50%, 2 is common at 40%, and 3 to 5 are low at 30%. And that was everything I had to say about Fairy Festival. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will see you guys next time I make one of these.